Is that a ghost? Well, I bet ain't nobody seen that coming.
Tulsa King, a new season streams.
What is up, Chocolatiers? Today we're talking about Tulsa King Season 3, and I'm just going to say it right now, I really loved it. I actually think that I really like this season more than last season. A lot of that has to do with the villain being better, stuff like that. And so with that, let's get right into it. So the season picks up with Dwight expanding his empire once again. Last couple seasons, he's been deep in the cannabis business, but now he is leveling up. He's stepping into the liquor game, and of course, that puts him right in the crosshairs of Old Money Dunmire family, led by Jeremiah, played by none other than Robert Patrick. And if you haven't seen Terminator 2 or Peacemaker, then you may not know who Robert Patrick is, but this man does not miss when it comes to playing villains. And he is phenomenal here. He's very slimy, intimidating, a little bit charming sometimes, and really everything that you want from a big bad in a Taylor Sheridan show. But that's only one of Dwight's problems this season. He's also dealing with former associates from New York trying to squeeze him. The FBI, I think it is some organization breathing down his neck because he's basically an informant now. And you've got ghosts from his past, including Russell Lee Washington Jr., played by Samuel L. Jackson, who slides into the final 2 episodes to set up a possible spinoff, I think called Louisiana King or something like that, New Orleans King, something like that. So they're setting up a spinoff. They're doing a lot of things here. And so let's get into what I loved. I think that the expanded world is really good here. This season feels bigger. It feels bolder. They're not just doing weed anymore. They're not just hustling in the background. Dwight is actually becoming the Tulsa King now because you start to see him expand his empire, his building, and pushing out rivals. The stakes are a lot bigger here and the world feels a lot richer. I also really love the supporting characters because they're starting to finally matter outside of 1 or 2. So for example, like Mitch Keller, played by Garrett Hedlund, finally has an actual storyline here. It's not super awesome, but he has something here. He's not just a guy behind the counter who pops in every now and then, maybe whenever they fight, whatever, this and that. And as someone who loves Garrett Hedlund because of Tron Legacy, I was very happy to see that. Frank Grillo also comes in hot this season. I believe he showed up, last season. And he's great while he's in here. He's just not in here enough. I don't know if because they were filming something else because, he's in the DCU now or whatever like that. But they kind of get rid of his character. That's not a spoiler. He doesn't die. He just quit showing up. The overall story, I think, is also very strong. I generally think this season's story and villain are structured and better than season 2. And I think a lot of that, once again, is because of the villain, because he's actually threatening this time around. Now, I do have some complaints. I think that Tyson and a few other characters need some more screen time, which I know I just was, happy that more characters did. But it seems like because they're giving more characters time, they're kind of like pushing the other ones back. And so Dwight and Tyson's relationship, I feel like, was a lot of the building ground that we had from season 1 and then into season 2. And I get that where they're going with him trying to do his own thing, whatever. But I still feel like he's kind of getting short end of the stick because I feel like I was barely seeing him some episodes. Then whenever you were, it was just very quick, right? I also think that there are several moments this season where Dwight does something really big, something dangerous, and then he just doesn't give anybody protection, no backup, no guards. Like the one guy this season that they get the liquor from, doesn't give him any protection, and guess what? He gets killed. And so, I think that's kind of crazy because you have Dunmire wanting this liquor from him, and instead Dwight ends up getting it. The guy's clearly pissed off. You know about him. Everybody's explaining everything about him. And so, of course, like I said, the man gets beaten, killed, burned alive. And I'm just kind of sitting there thinking, what did you think was going to happen? Like, why did you not have anybody post out? He will tell people to do stuff for him and then literally will not help them whatsoever. Like, you have hitmen, ex-coms, Archons, armed friends, even Samuel Jackson's assassin character, and I just feel like you couldn't leave one person, just one dude at his door, just to make it make sense. Come on. Also, it's one of those things where I get because they're building a story. I just wish almost in a way it was different characters. And what I mean by that is that, for example, instantly you're thinking after you see a couple crazy things happen in the first couple episodes, why don't we just go kill Dunmire? We basically have an army. Why don't we just go kill them? Take a couple goons, 2 country boys. Why don't we just kill these people? And I understand, once again, I want to phrase this, that I understand because you're building out the villain, you're building out the world, whatever. But it's just, I get Dunmire's got protection too, but like there's so many times where I'm just like, you got a son right here. Just take him. Just take him out. Do it. And there's a lot of that push and pull that you really get. And so it's kind of a slow burn. But I will say that, though, I'm not actually going to take points off for that one, simply because the finale pays off in a big way. The finale is probably a 10 out of 10 in my book if I was grading it. It is so much damn fun. And one thing that I really actually did appreciate about this show is that it's not stuck in a cannabis storyline anymore, and it always is moving. It's still there, but now the business has layers. It feels like Dwight is finally growing into the legend everyone keeps claiming he is. We do get action, we get tension, we get actual business chess moves. It's cheesy sometimes, yes. It's very Yellowstone adjacent, absolutely. But it's old man television 100%. That's what I like to call it. But it is damn good old man television. It's awesome. This show is fun. I think that the future of the show is worrisome because, it scares me a little bit. So let's go and get into that real quick because apparently, this is coming straight from the Twitter variety space. People are like messaging, talk about whatever happened, with the next season. Because apparently they were filming without a showrunner because they fired like a bunch of people. And then things got shuffled. Paramount's fighting with Taylor Sheridan because I think he moved to Universal, something like that. So I am kind of curious to see how these shows go because whenever it intros, it seems like we have other writers that aren't Taylor Sheridan. He's just pretty much got a creator and producer credit. So a lot of these shows he really isn't writing, but I still do wonder how that fully works. I'm assuming they own it, but I wonder if that's going to change. Like, is it going to be like a Mayan situation, right? Like where Kurt Sutter's not there, and so the rest of the seasons feel completely different. But I will say this though, going back to the review, if you love season 1 and 2, you're going to love this. It's violent, messy, hilarious, cheesy, entertaining as hell. I had a blast with it. I was somewhere in that range of like an 8 or a 9, whatever like that. But I think I'm going to go right in the middle. I think it's an 8.5 out of 10. I think it is stellar TV. I don't think it's hitting that 9.5 I gave season 1, but it is so damn good. It has not really missed a step. And if they can keep on bringing cool villains, cool storylines, this is damn good TV for me. It's a damn good finale too, which the finale is like worth it all on its own. And I am a little terrified for season 4, like I said, based on the news, but I'm still also excited. So with that, if you guys are excited, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this season and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
They got the competition. Jeremiah Dunlap.